Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and now that Blood Moon has been unlocked, we can start playing that in Izzet Merfolk. Let's get back to Blood Mooning our opponents with Magus of the Moon, Lightning Bolt. Let's try out the Royal Scions once again in today's modern metagame. If you'd love to see Merfolk of all the flavors and colors, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm a streamer! As you see, as some people are already here, you're watching live. Biggleman is here. Single Serving Friend is here. 101 Nick is here. Everyone, Izama Thanos says hello to YouTube. If you want to join live, you want to check out the stream, go check out my stream schedule in the description below. Before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com, with Commander Podcast, MTG Arena standard content, and modern content, and more. The Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And we're also going to thank Card Hoarder, your online digital service for buying and borrowing Magic cards. Thanks to Card Hoarder, we have Magus of the Moons and Royal Scions and a Braid. Apparently I don't own... I went to the Pro Tour for Hour of Devastation, and for some reason, out of all the drafts I did, I never drafted a Braid. Or maybe I sold it and I didn't even know. So this is the deck we're going to play today after the what was a very tight vote amongst the community between Izzet Merfolk and what's it called? Simic Merfolk. But we're going to play Izzet Merfolk today. A lot of people want to see how Izzet Merfolk and these Blood Moon effects are going to do right now in today's modern metagame. So I'm not 100% sure about the list. I do know that in general I want 12 powerful spells. So we've got like 12 powerful cards to push damage. So we've got Lord of Atlantis, we have Master of the Pearl Trident, and we have Master of Waves. And so the hope is lock out our opponent and start bouncing whatever's in play back to their hand. And Lightning Bolt is like the universal, not only removal spell, but also like it can just target your opponent's face. So your opponent might feel, oh, I'm at a comfortable 2 life. This is a Merfolk deck. And BAM! Get that egg in the eye or whatever. So we got, like, yeah, we get fork in the eye. So we get them in the face with the Lightning Bolt. Boom, it's gone. They're dead. So, that's something that we cannot do with this member that I think the Lightning Bolt is very good for. And I play-tested this before. I got a 5-0, and my only complaint was that this deck was not well-positioned only because we could not leverage Blood Moon very well. Like, I think Izzet Merfolk is great. I think it's actually very strong. I was getting good results, but the problem was I could not leverage Blood Moon very well. It's like basically a dead card in my deck because Astrolabe and all the other decks running Astrolabe or like whatever, people didn't really care about Blood Moon. There weren't anyway, that was the case. So boom, we're gonna run this thing. Hopefully we run into the appropriate decks. Goblins, bring it on, Goblins. I can bolt all your Goblins away, all the important Goblins. I can also braid them away. A Braid is probably going to be a really good upgrade to something like Brazen Borrower, because we not only destroy artifacts like in Snaring Bridge, but we can kill creatures with this thing. So even against Goblins, turn 2, okay, I can Abrade your Ether Vial, or I start killing creatures if it's like way later in the game. So Abrade is going to be hopefully a very flexible card in like multiple matchups. I think I'm going to be very happy about bringing this in against humans, against Goblins. Anyway, it's like, and it's an extra removal spell. It's extra, while still being artifact removal for Ensnaring Bridge, it's a removal spell. Love it. Alright. One other notable thing, I've got a lot of fetch lands in this deck, because we do need to fetch out our islands while still having access to red mana. That's all I have to say. Yeah, we have a lot of fetch lands in this deck, so the idea is to just get islands. And by the way, we have no mountains in this deck because we're a Blood Moon deck. So, I mean, if we Blood Moon, we're going to have all the mountains that we could possibly want. It's possible that Mutavault's not necessary, because that has, like, bad synergy with Magus of the Moon, but, you know what, it's not always on the battlefield. Anyway, and oh yeah, the Royal Scions. Let's talk about Royal Scions. It turns basically any creature on the battlefield into a pretty sizable threat. Like, it has Trample and First Strike, so any random creature on the battlefield is now a 4-powered creature, can attack into Thought-Knot Seer, attack into, like, Matter Reshaper, and hopefully that is enough to turn everything to a dangerous threat. Royal Scions protects itself relatively well. It goes up to 6 loyalty immediately, so that's very good for the Royal Scions. And not to mention, you can loot away bad cards, so I can loot away extra lands. I can dig for like the things that really matter. So Royal Scions hopefully is going to be a good We didn't get to see much play out of it last time that we tried. Hopefully now Royal Signs is going to be good for the deck. All right, with that, let's get into our Modern League. We lost the die roll. Hand is pretty crummy. Whatever, it's a hand. Gonna keep it. Our opponent mulligan, so that's some good news. Oh, I didn't mention this in the deck tech, but we're running 21 lands so that we can reliably like play things like Magus of the Moon and Blood Moon. Forest. Utopia Sprawl, alright. Hopefully we'll Spreading Seas you out of the game. So we're up against Ponza. So this is going to be okay. We can play Fleddistrand Pass, and they can't really do anything about this unless they were going to play Blood Moon, which in that case, whatever, that's fine too. Or Magus of the Moon. But the point is they can't like pillage or Stone Rain this, because in response we just fetch. Seasoned Pyromancer, sure. Discard Glorybringer. That's scary. That means they have more Glorybringers. I think I'm just going to grind islands. So I mean, I have a red mana source if I need it. So you can't Glorybringer next turn. So I think I'll play Master of the Pearl Trident right now, and then I could, like, I don't know, Trickster for the next few turns against Glorybringers, and my Merfolk Trickster would be a 3/3 when it comes into play. Like, Silvergill Adepts will just come when they come. Alright, please find a pile of crap. Blood Moon. I am prepared. I am absolutely prepared. That was a donut. You're the Blood Moon deck. I thought I was the Blood Moon deck. Okay, we will take this damage. No, this version does have vials. We have 4 vials. So the Silvergill Adepts aren't too bad because we can cast it off of the Fiery Islet. I think I'm going to start... this is a bit weird, but I'm going to start being aggressive because I need to get in some damage. And now I'm going to start playing Merfolk Tricksters. I suspect there's going to be a Glorybringer this next turn. There might not, because they dumped 1 Glorybringer, and that's a very good card in this matchup. Okay, so if they're not actually playing Glorybringers, then we'll start... We'll just play Merfolk Trickster. Just slow down some damage. You want to attack? They might have Bolt in hand. Another Pyromancer. So yeah, I get maybe they didn't have Glorybringer at all. Which is good for us. Oh, Pillage. Aha. Played around all that crap very well. Utopia Sprawl. So we're not in bad shape. This is not that bad. We're going to play like a Silvergill Adept every single turn. That's fine. Interesting. I think I'm going to take a chance this turn and just play another Silvergill Adept. Ugh! Wish I could play that this turn. I do not have Island Walk Pass. Another Bloodbraid Elf. The only thing I'm afraid of right now is Lightning Bolt. Or that. That's pretty... no. Can they play the instant off of this? They can. Okay, that sucked. See, is everything going to come in the red zone? It's not the end of the world. We still have another Silver Gill Adept in hand and a lot of other things to do with our mana. Unfortunately, like, nothing is good to, like, bounce. Like, I don't really want to bounce these Seasoned Pyromancers, of course. Come on, Master of Waves. We want to see a Master of Waves. I want to see a Master of Waves. I guess do nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot the deck list. Damn it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, damn it. I did not... I was supposed to tap one of these things down. I guess we'll just take the damage. So I'm taking 2 more damage than I wanted to. Another Utopia Sprawl, that's interesting. Oh, is this Chandra finally? Oh, Bone Crusher Giant, that's fine. Another Blood Moon. Yes. I don't want to bounce that to my opponent's hand either. No, I guess I'll put stuff on the battlefield. So I'm hoping for, like, Spreading Seas would be okay. Master of Waves would be perfect. Like, Master of Waves would be just delish at this point. A Lord would be fine. Okay, I get to play both Trickster and Harbinger, but it's not useful. I would love to block these when I can get them to 3/3s. That would be perfect. Our opponent keeps drawing like gas. Let's see. I guess we're just gonna tap the Bone Crusher Giant. I'll probably bounce a token if I get the option to with this Harbinger of the Tides. This hand is very reactive, a bit too reactive for my taste. Okay, I think I'm gonna block, and that's it. I'll just block, take 4, go to 2. Because if I want to win, I need at least creatures in play. Like, I need to draw a Lord here. Or Master of Waves to get a payoff. But I'm just drawing lands. So... Alright. Pass. I'll get ready with Stream Decker to share the list. We only have, oh, actually, do we die? No, we don't die, but this is not great. Maybe here's a good question. Can anyone hear the lawnmower outside? You can hear it? Alright, good. So let's see. How about now? Can you hear it now? It's gone now? Excellent. Thank you, RTX voice. Saving us. Not gone. Some people say they can still hear it. Well, this is like an okay card, but could use it a long time ago. I'll crank up RTX voice some more. Okay, let's start sideboarding. That was like overall pretty shitty game because in my opinion, we flooded out really hard, like really, really hard. We could have drew a lot more gas than they did. Um, okay, I want to show you all the lists though. Is it Merfolk? Export. Is it Merfolk? Save. Okay, get back to game. So, what do we want here? A braid can kill things, but like everything gets value sort of. Blood Moon definitely we do not want. Ashuk not good. Grafdigger's Cage not good. Damping everything's not really good. Force negation, no, it's probably not good enough. Probably just want to take out 2 Magus of the Moon and bring in 2 Abrades. This is great. This is okay, I guess. I think the rest of the cards are good, but I needed to find a little bit more of. We had 1 Lord. If we drew 1 more Lord, that would help a lot. Because then we could use each one of our 2-drop creatures to block those stupid Pyromancers. Or Master of Waves would just kill them on the spot, because we would just made a million devotion. Spreading Seas might have helped earlier. Right. Submit this. We'll definitely go first. Ugh. 2 of these Royal Scions in hand? That sucks. Keep, I guess. I hope they're not going to continue to keep Blood Moon, though. Feels like a 6-card hand because of the Royal Scions. Okay, I have added the deck to Stream Decker, so there is this, like... There's some sort of a... Somewhere around on the right side, there's something that you can go check out the list if you're watching live. I think I have to go get a Steam Vents here. To be prepared for Royal Scions in the near future. I'm going to actually Trickster this thing at upkeep. That was a pretty good draw, so this guarantees my opponent cannot play Blood Moon. And then I can follow that up with like a Harbinger of the Tides to like hopefully supremely tempo them out. Courtesy says, chat, how do you organize your trade binders, and do you mix your regular rotation cards with your trades or maintain multiple binders? I've been grabbing a lot of staples in the current dip. I have like 4 binders. Like 1 trade binder, 1 like super not trade binder, then I have a toolbox binder. I have a lot of binders. Gotta have more than 1 binder. Scavenging Ooze. I do not care about this card. In the slightest. I prefer to keep drawing lands because we definitely still want to hit Master of Waves. Because like if we hit Master of Waves, it's probably over. Well, I'm going to be the aggressor because I think being the defender is not going to be good. At any moment, they could like just bolt a creature, eat it, and then win in combat. So if I'm not blocking, I should be attacking. And... I think the most guaranteed thing for me is to stall them a turn. This is probably not the greatest value, but I think taking them off a turn might be better than me maybe gaining a turn. Like if I play Silvergill Adept, maybe I'm gonna gain a turn. Like maybe I'll get that land that I want, but if I don't, then I'm really doomed. Choke. I'm dead. The game is over. They have Blood Moon and Choke in their deck. That's actually interesting. If I don't have a Vial out, I'm just completely dead to both these cards. Alright, I got a Trickster. It's useless. Alright, let's keep attacking. Draw land. Yeah, exactly. Draw lands like last game. Yeah, this deck is probably soft to choke. I probably can't do very much because I'm trying to play as many land. I don't have. Yeah, I don't have many non-basics. I'm just not drawing any lands. That's a very frustrating thing. Period. Like this deck does want to get to like 3 to 4 lands at the very least. Here's Bloodbraid Elf. One Nick says, honestly, the Binder Life is life-changing. I was a cardboard box boy, but after converting to a Binder Life, I can't go back. Every deck archetype I have is just a mini binder of staples now. Interesting. I guess now our life total matters a lot. I know they're gonna make the ooze bigger, but still. Alright! I have another island. I have no idea if this is gonna be... We're basically dead. Like, I can't even beat the board as it is. A basically 5/5 Scavenging Ooze and 2 Arbor Elves. Untap Forest. Oh yeah, they were making the Scavenging Ooze bigger. Well then, I cannot really do anything about this. Concede. We can play something, but it'll be the last thing that we play. Choke. They choked us out. They got us. Choke definitely won. I don't think I don't think that this is going to be that good of a matchup. Maybe it's like it's probably still not going to be that good. I think their Blood Moon works better than our Blood Moon in this case. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we just drew the wrong side of our deck. Like if we Lightning Bolt, we do have good game. I mean, if we Lightning Bolt this Arbor Elf, then we could potentially slow them so much down. And if we have Vial, like we can still play through a choke. But it did most definitely didn't happen this game. And I have to admit, like things like Trickster and Harbinger are very awkward against things like Bone Crusher Giant and stuff like that, and the Seasoned Pyromancer. Anyway, that was round one. Let's move on to round two. We lost the die roll. Oh yeah. So we lost the die roll. Hand is it's okay. Let's see if we can get turn. Let's see if turn 3 Blood Moon is any good against whatever opponent we're against. Probably not. Seal of Fire. Looks like trouble already. Curious to know what kind of deck this is going to be. I guess a Prowess deck. Or could be Burn. Could just be Burn with Seal of Fire. And they're trying to play that new monster card, that basically the 6/6 Incinerator. Riftbolt. I think they're trying to set up the Incinerator. Okay, Goblin Guide. If you're going to do anything, get me some lands. Because this Magus of the Moon is going to do nothing. Well, I have a Lightning Bolt. That's not too bad. So if they do get Incinerator off, my best bet is to try to get all these creatures in play at once and then, like, slam a Master of Waves. How am I going to do this? And this Incinerator might come out now. If Incinerator comes out, it's going to be very difficult to win. Another Rift Bolt. Oh, these are going to be painful. Skewer the critics. Sure. So I'm effectively probably at like 8 life because I'm going to take a damage from the lightning bolt. I'll let Goblin Guide attack. Give me some give me something. Silvergill Adept is okay. Okay, we'll lightning bolt the Goblin Guide. Actually, we're at effectively 7 life. Things are looking grim really fast. Hmm. If you simply bounce Incinerator, will they have enough gas to recast? Hopefully not. So I'm hoping to draw, like, get an island out of this. I do not. I will pass the turn doing... Could I just play Mag... No, if I play Magus of the Moon, that's a lot of damage. But then I stop taking damage from Fiery Islets. I'm effectively at 5 life. Pass the turn. I guess my plan is we're going to tick Vial up to 3, put Magus of the Moon in play so I can not take damage from my lands. I could also start sacrificing some Fiery Islets. Yes, if it's Incinerator Burn, bounce will be good, but the problem is this deck doesn't have a lot of bounce. Oh damn, they can use the white mana. That's interesting. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, I can't play a trickster anyway. Tick up and hope you have only Boros Charms in hand. Well, I'm gonna do something this turn. Magus of the Moon. Master of Waves. Alright, let's get the clock going. Let's hope they only have Lightning Helixes and Boros Charms in hand. We have a chance, people. We have a chance. It's not a good chance, but it's something. We're dead. We're dead. I saw them tap mana. We're dead. It was impossible. Alright, so this is probably not a good matchup, but we're going to bring in the Force of Negations. We'll bring in a Braid because it can kill creatures. Probably don't need the rest of this stuff. So we definitely don't want Magus of the Moon. I don't think we want the Royal Scions here either. We're on the play, so Spreading Seas is fine. We're also on the play. Harbinger is pretty poor. Oh no, but they have the Incinerators. Oh, Incinerator's going to be hard to deal with. We can probably take out one land. No, actually, having 21 lands to ramp out Master of Waves is actually okay against Burn. Okay, how about this? We'll take out the Abrades. It's not that good. Rather have the creatures. This hand sucks. I keep. The hand sucks, I keep. Man, Blood Moon into all that red mana is rough, I know. Well, we shut off their... What's it called? One of their cards. Okay, they played a Rift Bolt, so maybe we're going to see Incinerator. Maybe not. I can comfortably get a Steam Vents. Well, that's a good card if I can get it, if I had it out that turn. The problem, well, the one thing that's going to be bad about this matchup is we have, like, no real life gain, and we're just taking a lot of damage from our lands. It's all tough. Another Rift Bolt. Oh, if they do nothing else, that's it. This is great. Goodbye to this damn thing. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I have no idea what reprints we're looking for, courtesy. I have no idea. Um, maybe Cavern of Souls? That might be useful for people. They decided to concede just because I played one Spreading Seas. So now on the draw, I think we want the removal, we want less Spreading Seas, and I think that's about it. I can't even side out all the Spreading Seas. I guess I'll keep this. It has Master of Waves. That's something good. Are fetch lands still a possibility for double masters? No. I would say 0%. Another Riftbolt. They have Riftbolt like every single game, but no Incinerator. I bet they had Incinerator in their hand and they just couldn't do anything with it last game. Okay, let's see if we can minimize the amount of damage we take. Just based on the theme of the set, Double Masters doesn't seem to be like, I don't know how to put it. I don't expect Double Masters to have Cavern of Souls. Oh, we're gonna see the Incinerator now. What do we do about a 6/6 creature? I played this Mutavault turn 1. I think we're just gonna die to this thing. We have no removal spell for this. We have the very wrong deck for this situation. Like I can attempt to like block the Mutavault, but it's gonna be pointless. Yeah, Double Masters will get Tron Land reprints. Oh, Goblin Guide. I'm gonna get Lord of Atlantis next turn. It's pointless. I think I have to take 8 damage, go to 7. This is rough. This is rough. And I have to fetch. I need to slow the game down to a point where I can get Master of Waves in play. Okay, that helps a lot. Like, a lot. Because at least I can kill the Goblin Guide if necessary. FG94, there is some I can't remember. I can't remember they said that there's like no chance of anything in Zendikar, but it's possible. Okay, so I'm gonna let... No, I can't let them attack. We have to stop the Incinerator. Okay, anything targeting me is not gonna work now. I wonder if they thought it was gonna kill my Trickster. Okay, so I can fetch for Steam Vents, play Fiery Islet, cast Master of Waves, get a good turn, and then we have to hope that our opponent has no more burn spells. This is basically what it's coming down to. And then maybe we have a chance. We have to put faith in the top of our damn deck. Or in the faith that our opponent's deck sucks. Can the burn deck brick like one turn? I don't even know. I think we can win next turn. I think we have enough. We need them to brick. Well, they might have Searing Blaze. Doesn't it have Trample? Oh, it does have Trample. That's interesting. So... well, we have a lot of blockers. I need probably 7 blockers. Or, sorry, 7 damage blocking, just in case they abrade one of these things. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, just in case they have like a braid, kill the elemental. All right, we don't die. We don't die. We're not dead yet. Oh, oh! I think we can squeeze this one out. I'm a bunch of people left because they thought it was over. Don't leave. Please don't leave until it's actually over. I'm drawing cards for no reason. I think this is it. I think this is 7, 8, 9, 12, and with one more Lord it will be lethal. Oh, what a squeeze. Oh, we beat a fucking incinerator. That's awesome. Our opponent's name is Bolt Your Life. That can't be good news. We'll keep this hand. Promising username, yeah. So we'll go Flightistrand pass, and pending what they do, we might Lightning Bolt their turn 1 play. Hopefully we're going to bolt their life. Ether Vial. Okay, so this is Goblins. Is there anything we can specifically do here? Probably not. Nothing great. Just get Steam Vents. Actually, I probably should have got the island, but whatever. Pay 2 life, no. Just in case we draw Magus of the Moon. I wouldn't mind playing it, but it would screw us over if we had Magus of the Moon. Royal Scions. Hopefully you're useful in this matchup, because you're like a pseudo Spreading Seas almost. You too, fan of yours, thanks. So we'll start with... this viewer is like, was the answer 25% or 50%? I don't know. Answer still to be determined. You know, I think I'm going to lead on the Harbinger of the Tides. Because we can attack for more damage if we play Master of the Pearl Trident the following turn. Like, against Goblins, there is nothing I actually want to bounce. There's nothing in that deck I want to bounce. Yeah, the classic matchup. Because if I bounce anything, they get more value. Here's another situation. You can put the counter on. This is another Tidebinder Mage moment where, you know, Tidebinder Mage is going to do better than Harbinger. Definitely. Mog War Marshal. It's actually a creature to put into play here? Oh, you're going to add red mana? Alright. So maybe we'll immediately see, like... another Ether Vial? That's bad value. So they haven't really done anything yet. Maybe I should get the Royal Scions out right now. while I can and just start attacking. And it make it very difficult on my opponent. Oops, undo. Let's get Royal Scions out, and then for every turn I can, like, make something bigger, and then we deploy Lords afterwards. So we'll make this First Strike, Trample, everything. First Strike and Trample's a hell of a thing. Like, they can't attack back to kill the Royal Scions. And then afterwards, we're going to have things like Master the Pearl Trident, backed up with, like, Lightning Bolt to protect the Royal Scions. Speak of the devil, the goblins have arrived. The party crashers, really. The tribal battle. And eventually, I don't know what the board state will look like, but we'll have, like, Master of the Pearl Trident on the battlefield, and we can start pumping up the Master of the Pearl Trident. Fortunately, this is going to be really strong in this matchup because, like, all the creatures have 1 toughness, right? Ooh, Goblin Chieftain. All creatures have +1/+1 in haste, so they're going to kill my Royal Scions. Well, that I didn't see. So goodbye, Royal Scions. You ate up an attack. I'll continue to attack. I just hope we don't see a munitions expert, and I guess we're going to bolt this chieftain right now. So cards don't magically have haste. So what's in their hand? It must be something grossly expensive. At least we're like getting some damage in on like a semi-regular basis. It could be, yeah, it could be Ringleader. No, I think if they had Ringleader, they might have played it a long time ago. They might have, what's it called? They were short a black from playing that Siege Gang Lieutenant. But they didn't even get a black mana here, so now I'm still like, I don't know. Maybe they just don't have anything big. Is there a Goblin Mountain? I hope we get a Merfolk Island like the Goblin Mountain. Yeah, like, are you talking about like the Wanderwine hub, like land? Like land? Merfolk has a non-basic land. If you reveal a Merfolk. Goblin spells cost 1 less to cast. Ringleader, okay. So if we draw a land, we'll probably, or I don't know if we're probably going to win. Siege Gang Lieutenant is going to make things difficult, and Kiki Jiki also will make things difficult. There was a Merfolk Island in Dominaria? Oh, the basic mountain from Jumpstart? Hmm. Now I know what you're talking about. You're just talking about the art. So their Goblin Ringleader sort of sucked. I mean, Siege Gang Lieutenant's going to be annoying. Can gain themselves a lot of life. But we have Spreading Seas for the Blackleaf Cliff, so they can't actually play the Siege Gang Lieutenant like immediately. They might be interested in just going wide and attacking right now. I think they should attack with everything. I'm not going to block. But they still have, okay, so they have 3 cards in hand. Oh no, did this go in hand? No, it's not a tribal land or anything like that. So they have a Siege Gang Lieutenant. I can shut it off with 1 Spreading Seas. Oh, sweet. We drew a land. That's excellent. We might as well fetch to thin the deck, because we're definitely fetching anyway. Get an island. Alright, so their Siege Gang Lieutenant is shut down for the time being. We'll play Lord, attack for... Is there any way I can die? So you play like Kiki Jiki. And by the way, Kiki Jiki is in their hand. I think is in their hand. Yeah, Kiki Jiki is in their hand, so they can't combo off because the Kiki Jiki needs to be on top of the library. Okay, I'm just going to attack for 7. Just in case they draw a land and can cast their Siege Gang Lieutenant, I can maximize the amount of damage we can do here. They could have 2 Kikis, they usually do. They could. I don't know if they usually do. I haven't looked at all the lists. I've definitely won games because I just like milled the top Kiki from their library with that stupid Marrow-Wit Sniper card. You just oh yeah, they could put Aether Vial to 4. Okay, then attacking for what I did was appropriate. So you can gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 life. Ugh, this is not enough damage. They might have to sack the board. I can lose 8 life. And this is... I can block one of these, take 4, go to 1. Okay, if the lists have gone to 2, maybe that's just how it is. Maybe off the back of like Thought Scouring you when you put like the Goblin on top so they have a backup plan. How do they get Kiki Jiki in play? Yeah, they could... Well, they can sack some creatures, but then there's going to be less creatures attacking me. So if they sack, say, Prospector and Goblin for mana to get... Or I guess they can just sack one of these? Yeah, maybe I'm dead. Because the Kiki costs 4, and it's a 2/2 creature with haste. Yeah, I need to hold up one more creature here. Oh, that just makes it worse. So now I can't even beat those cards. Wonder if things would have been different if I didn't play the Royal Scions on turn 3. Just play a Lord and hold up Bolt. I think, though, they had very few combinations of run out. Like, how many Goblin Chieftains do they play? I don't think they play, like, a full 4X. Also just went out to get a burger. This is a lot of damage. 1-0 Chieftains. How's the league going so far? I think I'm lucky to be 1-1 so far. So, that's the way I look at it. Okay, so maybe there's a chance here because if I block the Siege Gang Commander, sorry, Siege Gang Lieutenant, I force my opponent, if they want to gain life, they have to do it right now. And this is not lethal. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, it's not lethal. And then if they sacrifice creatures, I don't take any damage. This should have been left on defense, and then I would have died. But because this was attacking, I can block it and kill it. So we got a little lucky there. We still might die. Well, we know there's a Kiki Jiki in hand, so I'm not sure what the last card could be to kill us. Maybe not. Maybe there's no way we can die from here. But I think if our opponent held back the Siege Gang Lieutenant, then we would die. Because I can only block one thing. Then it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. I go to 5. Then they can just sacrifice things. Yeah. Well. Oops. Good game. Well, the match is not over. Our opponent just went, like, good games, but, like, the match has just started. It's the first rule playing with goblins. Don't swing with the sling. It even rhymes. Oh yeah, that's neat. If they played Prospector and like copied Sling Gang Commander, it'd be even more problem. It'd be an even larger problem. I didn't even think about that. Another ringleader. Just draw a bunch of creatures. Because why not? Got more Goblin War Chiefs. Okay, Abrade is going to be good. Ashek will be fine. Damping Sphere is going to be... Sorry, Damping Matrix is going to be great. Magus of the Moon. I do not think is going to be good. I think I would rather not play it. I want to say Royal Scions is going to be okay. But probably not. Harbinger looks terrible. But I have 20 creatures after this. Sure, we're a 20 creature deck. Let's just go with it. Just went 3-0 with Gobos and F&M. Deck is awesome. Yeah, they are way more red than I am. This hand looks sort of poor, but I'm still going to keep it. If we can draw a red mana source between now and turn 3, then the hand will be very good. And hopefully Silvergill will help us find it. The problem is Silvergill Adept is a terrible blocker. Like a really, really bad blocker. Another Ether Vial. Okay, Ashok could be good if we can play that on curve. What is going to get revealed to us? Goblin Crater Maker. That is just great. Goblin Crater Maker. The Royal Scions. Oh boy, this is going to be one of those games. Draw 4 cards and cannot find your second island. Well, we still have one more draw step, but like... I drew 3 cards already. Bolt, another spicy list, I know. Well, this is good. Our opponent has nothing to do yet. I will snap block this. I will not do anything about this thing. Okay, great. We did draw something. Okay, I'm just gonna play Ashok and pass. and get this in before they play any tutoring card. So we are on now. We're definitely on Merfolk control at the moment. But, like, it doesn't take too much for this hand to, like, get out of control. Like, one Master of Waves and the game is basically over. And it looks like they're sort of flooding out. I mean, Skirk Prospector is like flooding out. This is all mana. 2 cards left in hand. I mean, maybe they have Ringleader to refill their hand, but still. And they're opting to do nothing. That's good. It's good news for us. Okay, I'll play the Silver Gill Adapt because we still need to draw lands. I'm showing the Trickster because if I draw a land, I'm probably just going to hold up this Bolt. Ugh. No, I don't need to hold up the Bolt. Okay, we'll play this. We'll play the Ether Vial because if we're going to get stuck on lands for a little while, I mean, this is just how it's going to be. Then we'll have an alternative mana source soon. Well, if they're going to flood out, then I guess this is fine for us. Like, we will stabilize. I mean, if they can't get rid of Ashok, then that's going to be really good for us. Ashok will prevent them from searching their library. Okie dokie. They keep taking this thing up, so they could be ready for Siege Gang Commander. I want to prepare a much larger Master of Waves. So I'm just gonna wait one turn. Because if I play Master of Waves, I guess they'll throw away the Crater Maker, and that's, I don't know. It's just not that much for me. I want a much bigger, like a much larger board. We can like Violin Lord of Atlantis on our next turn. We can play a Trickster at end of turn here and still hold up Lightning Bolt. Probably we wanted Harbinger over the Royal Scions. Like, I don't have to bounce anything with the Harbinger of the Tides. And they're just flooding out. Alright, now we'll play our Master of Waves. And with the trigger on the stack, if they tamper with our board, then we'll Violin a Lord of Atlantis. If they do nothing, I'll just get this many tokens. Alright, I just get that many tokens, and I think we can start attacking. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm still going to hold back. Because if they have Fatal Push, they just... No, I should attack, because if they have Fatal Push, I can't play around it, because they can still, like, sacrifice. I was thinking if they block, they kill our Master of Waves, but it doesn't matter. So I missed out on a little bit of damage here. Yeah, Master of Waves is the pro-red one. Protection from red, so protection from Lightning Bolt, Munitions Expert, and a lot of other stuff. So they played Auntie's Hovel showing Tarfire. I see. Sorry about that. They just drew like a bunch of lands. So not a very eventful game. They're like, don't be sorry about that. I mean, I know, I understand, but like still it's nice to have a good game. This was not really a good game. It might be Magic, but I prefer to have better games than this. Look at me, I won with a Master of Waves because my opponent didn't do anything for 7 turns. Whoopee. I'll take the victory. Make no mistake about that, but that's about it. Blue-White Spirits breaks Inverter and Pioneer. I agree. If you were wondering about the deck that beats up on it. Oh, I play it. I play it in Pioneer. I play Spirits in Pioneer. I know. Well, Wizard's statement didn't say specifically Spirits beats Inverter and Pioneer, but they said there's fringe archetypes that do beat it that are that have a positive record. All right, we win the match. I don't know what to say about this match. I don't think the Royal Scions is well positioned. I think Lightning Bolt is fine, and I also think that a Braid would have been really good in this matchup because we can blow up the Ether Vial or any of their creatures. But that's about it. Magus of the Moon, Blood Moon, definitely not for this matchup. And maybe like bringing out the moons. I'm hoping we're gonna see some good matchups for the Moon, but so far we're just seeing matchups where Moon doesn't really matter. They're the better Moon deck than we are. But anyway, that was round 3. Let's move on to round 4. Okay, we won the die roll. Ugh. Can't keep this. We have no creatures. Yeah, we can keep this. This sounds fine. Oh, don't go exclamation point deck. You have to use the Stream Decker plugin. It's like on the right side of the screen. I guess if you're on I don't know what it looks like on mobile though. Okay, we'll keep this. I think I'm gonna toss away just a land. I think I'm gonna keep a 1-lander here. Or like 1-land Vile Hand, because I can still play Lightning Bolt. I'm just gonna take a lot of damage here. Oh, it does nothing on mobile? That sucks. Sexy Full Art Psionic Blast. It's not in this deck, but it could be. We're up against Control. Maybe this is where our Blood Moon is going to come into play. Ugh, the Royal Scions. Royal Scions, you're sort of coming up like where I don't want you. Although I think Royal Scions is going to be good in this matchup, but I need to curve out. And Lightning Bolt sucks in this matchup. Stoneforge Mystic. You're going to get bolted. Okay, so if I don't draw a land, I'll definitely put Silvergill Adept in play this turn. Yeah, we don't draw a land, so I'll put Silvergill Adept in play, followed up by probably Master of the Pearl Trident. Keep the interactive cards in my hand. We do not draw our land past the turn. We have 21 lands in this deck. Where's my land? Oops. It's my coffee. Well, my Coke. Thank you, McDonald's. Not sponsored by McDonald's, but thank you. Okay, is this going to be Teferi? It is. Alright, goodbye, Vile. Not the end of the world. It's okay. Because we'll kill Teferi. More Vials. My mulligan choices. I dropped the 1 land that I had. I would have an amazing board right now. It could be amazing. Monster CC's back. Just went to go get a burrito. Opponent sitting there with paths. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that definitely does happen where they have like Path to Exiles in hand. They're just like stockpiling on them because they don't want to use them. They know I need the land. Yeah, they got a Batterskull. We know about their Batterskull. And we're ready. We'll Trickster it down, then bounce it with Harbinger, and they have to waste more time to get it back online. And we have Island Walk Lords too to race it. But we're not really in a position to empty our hand at all. I'm gonna return my land. This actually turns out fine for us. Because the Ether Vial still ticks up. And we can play, and we have a second Ether Vial that they have to worry about. And we're not drawing lands anyway. Until now. In that case, just in case we draw another blue source, I'll still replay the Steam Vents. Yeah, bouncing the land still was meaningful. But my Ether Vial is gonna... I guess they have Snapcaster Mage to start rebouncing, like, I don't know, bouncing more of my Ether Vials. Teferi. Okay, that's gonna be very hard to beat. Because they're gonna untap some lands here. Now we might be lost. Not gonna lie. But only because it was so painfully difficult to get some traction here. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna attack my opponent. I don't know if I've ever done this before. I'm actually just gonna go all out attack the opponent. I'm gonna hope that they, like, I don't know, tap out to do something next turn, and we'll just, like... There's a few turns before this thing is gonna ultimate. And I think if I deal enough damage to Teferi to kill it, I think I will do a better job killing my opponent. I didn't want to tap out. Like, the chance of my opponents having counter spells in hand are really high, so I don't actually want to play Island, Master the Pearl Trident, and try to do anything. So here we might see the Batterskull. Or not. We're going to see a Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Sword of Feast and Famine will do nothing. So they might have Cryptic Command in hand. I guess I could wait for them to untap their lands, but it doesn't matter. But I'm getting to the point where I have a lot of mana, and that is going to make a big difference. And all we have to do is... They have to discard something. Discarding Jace the Mind Sculptor. We're in a decent position here. Okay, this is going to be no. This is going to be yes. Can they activate this? No, they don't. Well, they can activate it, but they can't do anything with it. Okay, let's begin by declaring an attack. And again, I will attack I guess they have enough mana to path Snapcaster Path. Okay, so this is like a weak attack, but this is what I'm going to do. Alright, pass. Go to 11. Now they're in range of dying next turn, potentially. And I have to start, like, really putting pressure on my opponent soon. And by soon, I mean, like, right now. I do have path, okay. Yes. Okay, they're gonna put the Path to Exile back on top of their deck. They're gonna draw it. This game is not going good. No, it's not. But I'm... It's only because we were so choked on mana early. Like, we would stomp them if we just could curve out. I think I'm going to sack the Fiery... well, the plan is sack Fiery Islet and then just go whale on our opponent and do the best we can. They have a lot of mana. There's not much I can do about that. We are not going to win the long game anymore. I'm going to put both my Lords in play first because I need the Merfolk Trickster up just in case I need to tap something down. I'm sort of hoping I draw a Lord in the next 2 draw steps because I'm going to use the Fiery Islet. Chat sort of voted for Izzet. It's possible one person voted for Izzet and they emptied all of their channel points into it. Okay, we need another Island Walk Lord or we're just dead. Got a Lightning Bolt. I don't know if that's useful. Maybe it's okay. Cancel. Go to beginning of combat. I don't know if it's going to matter. Attempt to attack with everything. Nikachu takes the L so we don't have to. Yeah, I'm not ready to take any L's yet. Okay. So, pass. Not thrilled about that, so I could play around that a little bit with the Lightning Bolt, but they have a Path to Exile in hand. Like, I have to play a little desperately here. I'm not really in a position to do anything. Also, another thing, I guess Lightning Bolt can occasionally kill a Planeswalker. So you sort of have this Cryptic Lock going on right now, but it, well, it's not over yet. It's not good, but it's not over yet. I'm not allowed to sack other lands to Fiery Islet. Fiery Islet sacks itself. Could you use the Mutavault to sack? Oh, you mean use Mutavault to sack the land? Yeah, I could have, but I just want the mana open. I'm not... How do I put it? I know I'm not going to sacrifice Fiery Islet until end of turn. Oh, and with that, I made a bit of oops. Supposed to tap down the Germ token before attacks, but we're just going to do it, I guess, afterwards. It's okay. They still don't gain life. My life total doesn't matter because when I win, I'm just going to kill them, smack them to death. How do we beat this Cryptic command? I mean, maybe we don't. Oh, do we need Magus of the Moon? That actually would work. Okay, we're digging the Magus of the Moon so that they can't, like, keep bringing this thing back to hand. Yeah, bolts used to be good walker removal back in the day. Come on, Magus. Nope, no Magus yet. I'm gonna tick up one of the vials to 3 just for Magus of the Moon. Still no Magus. I should still have a stop here. I should do something about that Teferi. Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a sorry, that's a good idea. So they have a path to exile. Well, I can try to bolt the damn thing. Okay, this bounces to hand. Let's attempt to bolt the Teferi to see if I have, like, time or not. Like, do you want to counterspell this? Can you counterspell this? Oh, what did they do? They drew a card. Oh, they screwed themselves. Hold on. Oh, I did this wrong. They didn't even tap my team. They clicked the wrong modes. All right, can we win here? They have one path to exile. Damn it. Okay, they have one path to exile. At least one. Yeah, I should have bolted face. I didn't realize that, like, I got ruined. Is this enough? I don't think it's enough. I didn't notice. Oh well. Okay, so they go to 1. Game's not over. It's not enough because they block with the Stoneforge Mystic. They go to 1. Misplay in response to misplay, I know. And I can't play any more lands, so pass. They're gonna go up to 5 with the Germ token. Ugh, what's gonna happen here? Balance, as all things should be. This is definitely something that would not have happened if I was, like, recording for YouTube just exclusively and not in Twitch, because I'm constantly staring at the chat here. Misplay in response to misplay. Okay. So we still have a Mutavault, which is dangerous. Although I have to win next turn, right? I have to. Otherwise the Colonnade kills me. No, we don't got him. We don't have anything close to godding them. They have a Germ token in front of here. Yeah, this is payback for the time you got a winning chat. I'm not reading chat for winning plays. I'm reading chat because that's what streamers do. The streamer not paying attention to the chat is just being an ass. After all, what all you fine people come out here for? Just to give you the hand? Hey, Stoneforge Mystic comes back. Ugh, we just don't have any counterspells main deck, do we? Yeah, I'm here for the floodlights and the RTX voice. That's right. The beautiful floodlights. Actually, okay, Magus of the Moon is still on the menu. Okay, how many looks do I get for Magus of the Moon? Ugh. Because if I Magus... Well, I don't know if Magus of the Moon is going to work, because they can still tap the team and attack for, like, lethal next turn. Declare attacks? Have you played against the mono white tokens deck yet? I just did a league and played against it 3 times. I've not. Oh, is that what people are talking about? Like, I heard about mono white tokens, but someone was talking about mono white tokens earlier. I had no idea that it was like some sort of like breakout deck. Antifa Lockhart says, I'm here for the perfect plays and for you to make them through my flood of terrible advice. Have you ever considered how much stronger your board position would be if you attacked all there and then conceded if they saw the line of block a creature? I bet you didn't. I am so smart. Okay, here's interesting thing. Oh, but I can't kill this thing. Tap all creatures, return target permanent. Well, that means I have something to block with now. Or not really. No, well, it's gone. Or maybe not really. Let's see what happens. Okay. The Royal Scions. I'm super dead now. Okay, concede. I can't block everything, including the everything else. So, I think Blood Moon is reasonable. It would stop the stupid interaction of bouncing, you know, Mystic Sanctuary. Actually, it might not be that good. To be honest, it's easy to beat a Stoneblade deck. You just like curve out and beat them. A Braid is good because it kills Stoneforge Mystic and Snapcaster Mage and probably the Spell Queller. Ashiok might be okay. Relic you don't need. You just need to race them. So I actually don't... Sorry, I don't believe in the Blood Moon plan here. It's not that greedy of a deck. Bolt is fine. Spreading Seas is terrible. I can take out one land. Bring in... Ashiok? Relic? Maybe Relic. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, Braid kills swords and Batterskull. That's true. I would love to go first. And I don't like seeing the Relic, but whatever. It's better than a land, I guess. You just beat them down. Like, Stoneblade doesn't have, like, a million... Like, they don't have a million verdicts and crap like that, so... And here, I have something for the Planeswalkers and that one Cryptic command that's gonna steal my soul. Does Relic stop the Cryptic cycling? Yes, it does, because when they play Mystic Sanctuary, that's when I can crack Relic. It most certainly does. We'll play Harbinger just to put a creature on the battlefield. Hopefully they don't have Spell Snare here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay, that's fair. Maybe I should have played around that. It's been a while. It's been a while since I saw regular blue-eye control. I mean, I guess was Mystical Dispute in the banned lists? So anyway, I walked into that inappropriately. I'm not going to play Relic because I want to have Force Negation up. Are there any ways to run Magic the Gathering Online on a Mac without getting a second operating system? No. You need but you can do it on the same computer. You can look into Boot Camp or Parallels. Those are 2 options for you. But you do need to buy Windows. Either of those, because that's what my channel was on a Mac for like the last 5 years. You want to take? this thing. What are you gonna do with it? Okay, this is not really something I want to counter, to be honest. Well, I guess this is a fine time to play Relic of Progenitus. So I guess I'm just trying to dodge a verdict. Stroke coming? Could you have another mystical dispute? Because the thing is, they can actually violin like Snapcaster Mage dispute. That's possible. Let's say you have disputes. Bounce, but then I can kill Teferi afterwards. All right, so let's. Ugh, I don't really want to use this force negation like this, but I will. Tempo is a thing in this matchup. So if they play Snapcaster Mage, Mystical Dispute, it won't be that. It won't be like lethal. Or it wouldn't be too bad. They counter my force negation, they bounce something, I replay it, I kill Teferi. I'm not thrilled about that. Because I am now out of resources. But they are... Well, they're not out of resources, but... Could be better. Guess I'll keep that in my hand for now. You know what? This is too much about tempo. I'm gonna crack this to draw Merfolk. I did draw one, so that's good. Oh, great! More Merfolk. I'm wood tier, so my opinion is diarrhea doo-doo, but I don't like that white token sideboard. I have no idea what you are all talking about. Literally no clue. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'll attempt to attack for 3. My opponent could like Violent Snapcaster Mage or Spell Queller, so I'm gonna try to play around that. Play Ether Vial, so this is probably gonna eat up like Cryptic Command or something. Where did the name Nikachu come from? I've been wondering if there is some reference behind it or something. Not really. Like, I had a Pokemon card when I was a kid, and I named it Nikachu, and then that's it. I've had this username for about almost 20 years. So there is a Cryptic Command. So now I guess they're going to attempt to loop it. You got Ether Vial? I got Ether Vial. Whose Vial is going to reign supreme? Alright, so this is definitely Spell Queller. Doesn't mean anything else except Spell Queller. Ha! Interesting. I guess I should just do nothing for now. Wait for my opponent to make a move. I could actually try to cast Harbinger of the Tides at end of turn. Another Cryptic Command? Well, the funny thing is I could, like... How do I put it? I could abrade my own Ether Vial, but that'd be a bit stupid. So do I play Harbinger right now so I get through the Spell Queller? I think I can. So if they Violent Spell Queller, eat up the Harbinger, at least I can try to play other stuff next turn. And also, if they wipe the board somehow with Supreme Verdict or something, then I'll get a Harbinger at the end of it. Or hopefully. Unless they play Teferi Time Rattler. Galaxy Brain to blow up your own vial, yeah. No, I don't actually have mountains in this deck. I don't have mountains. They have 3 cards in hand. What the hell are they? They're so close to dying. Okay, is this allowed to resolve? Sonic Blast would be good here, is all I'm saying. You're right. Okay, that will eat a Spell Snare. What are the odds you have another Cryptic Command? I'm just thinking maybe I should wait to abrade them on their turn. But if I braid now, I get around Mystical Dispute if they have it. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna pass. Ugh, what if they play Verdict afterwards? That'd be terrible. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That sort of looks like they're flooding out right now. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic. Hits the battlefield, so I gotta put the pelt. So I might just win next turn. I mean, if they don't have any counterspell right now. They're gonna get Batterskull. Hopefully this isn't Cryptic Command or anything like that, so hopefully this just all resolves. I can kill the Spell Queller, put a Master of the Pearl Trident into play. Okay, we're gonna get... Yes, please cast my Harbinger of the Tides, please. That's a bit awkward. Anyway, I will... There's only Spell Snares in the graveyard? Okay. Alright, time to win the game. Okay, I do have Path to Exile, damn it. And I can't get this Master of Waves in play right now. So you block, take 2, hard cast Batterskull, I play a Master of Waves. Game still goes on. I wish I was a little bit more aggressive a little bit earlier. Okay, Abrade. Jace. That's going to be very difficult to beat. Our opponent is taking no chances. Okay, that is not too bad. Okay, so I can force this Jace to bounce Master of Waves. And then if they play Batterskull, then I can just tap it down with the Merfolk Trickster. So that looks like a fine line. They could gamble on the Brainstorm, but they're well, I mean, that's probably their best line. They have to gamble with the Brainstorm. So they had to look at 4 cards to find an answer to all this. You never know, Dragon Fodder. I mean, the one good Brainstorm and it all goes to shit really quickly. Okay, they're deciding to take, or maybe maybe they found a good card in hand that they can afford to take this line. Maybe they drew something good. Because they don't know about the Trickster. Trickster is still unknown. If we draw a Lord, we win. Do not draw a Lord, but pretty good because we can kill the Batterskull. I think this was a nice draw. Okay, let's attempt to kill our opponent again. Or are you going to have Path to Exile here? No, they died. Okay, finally. Oh, we squeezed one out there. We squeezed one out. Maybe Ashok is better than I think, but like, I don't want to be too. I just don't want to be too clunky in this matchup. I just want to be lean and kill my opponent. But Ashok might be better than would Ashok be better than the Royal Silence? Probably not, to be honest. Single serving friend being a little dirty. Not gonna lie, I had get dunked on queued in my chat window if a Lord reared its silly head off the top. This hand has no threats at all. We have to mulligan. This hand has threats. We'll keep it. Our opponent mulligan as well. I think I'm gonna dump the Master of Waves. I want to have a leaner. I want to have the lean hand. Master of Waves is just clunky. Well, the thing is with Ashiok, they can't search their library with Stoneforge Mystic, but of course at the same time we're like really slow to the party there. Alright, let's see what this Batterskull is going to do. We can overwhelm the Batterskull with Lords, but we don't have an uncounterable board right now. Maybe I'm going to play Lord of Atlantis first. Then I can follow that up with Merfolk Trickster on the following turn. No, I can follow it up with Silver Gill Adept or something. Just want to get the Lord of Atlantis underneath counter magic. Salut! Salut! You want to say hi to everyone? Salut! You want to say hi? Want to say hello? Say hello to everybody. Salud. Salud! You like to talk, Salud. Don't you? Hello. Say hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, Twitch chat. You're not so chatty anymore. Okay, I put you down. Don't worry. I put you down. Do whatever you want. Back to the gameplay. Okay, pass the turn. Do nothing. Well, Force of Negation is nice. I really like that insurance in the matchups like this. So this is where, now I can try to use up this brown mana. If they play like Spell Queller, so be it. Spell Snare. That sucks. That was terrible. And pass. So... wow, that transition was jarring for some reason. Well, we have 1-drops. We've got Lightning Bolt. And we have a Braid, but we don't have any red mana right now. We need the red mana. So whatever, we're going to take a few shots to the face at the moment. Getting Field of Ruined here wouldn't be too bad. I'm glad I got this Lord of Atlantis underneath the counter magic. Oh, there's Spell Queller. We need more mana. Oh, now it's a faster clock, a way faster clock. You know what would be really bad? The Spell Queller getting equipped by this Germ. This is interesting. Okay, I do nothing. Because I still cannot do anything. Ugh, I can't. We would do so much more if we had one more land. I don't really want to show them this Merfolk Trickster. I guess they didn't have to. I could have showed the Master of Waves. What do they know about? From my hand. Yeah, they didn't. Well, they didn't know about the Master of Waves because I don't mind pitching this to the Force of Negation. We're getting tempoed out. We're dead. We are most certainly going to get squashed here. Tempo out or get tempoed out. That is what is happening here. And I don't think... I don't think... Let's see, I go to 2. If I draw a land, I can't deal with both of these. We're just dead. So it's pointless. That's too bad. I think we have chances if I can play 2 spells on one turn. If I drew a land, if I just drew one more... I kept 3 lands in my hand because I do want to curve out. I dumped a Master of Waves for that reason. If I can play at least 2 things, I can definitely compete with some of this stuff because I can play... I can at least wait on their turn, Trickster, try to Trickster something, and then if they Spell Queller, then I get to untap and play Silvergill Adept. Well, you know what? Maybe I could have still even done this in this game. I didn't have to tap out every single turn with Silvergill Adept. That's interesting. Maybe I could have taken a different line. That's possible. Maybe I did not play... Maybe I didn't play... It's possible I didn't play the best here. And there was if I play on my opponent, especially after I drew the Force Negation, if I try to play on my opponent's turn and they play like Cryptic Command or something, then we get to use Force Negation. So maybe I shouldn't have been like playing these Silvergill Adepts every turn. I was just trying, like the thing is though, if they have a lot of removal, then playing Merfolk Trickster on their turn sucks. Anyway, we got choked out and tempoed out. So that was round 4. Let's move on to round 5. All right, we lost the we lost the die roll. I'm not really impressed with this hand, but I'll keep it. It's a double vial hand. To be brutally honest, I would wish I just had a bunch of lands. Looks like we're up against Death Shadow. They looked at both their top of deck and my top of deck. I can't say Lightning Bolt is going to be good in this matchup, that's for sure. I mean, we'll be really lucky if we kill a Tarmogoyf, because they already have artifacts in the graveyard. Well, actually, right now it's impossible to kill Tarmogoyf, because if I bolt it, Lightning Bolt will go to the graveyard and turn the thing into a 3/4. So Lightning Bolt has to go to the face. Unless it's just a Jund deck with Lurrus in it. Maybe that's possible. My opponent has no idea how much that just helped us. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. That seems like a pony move to me. Yeah, it could be Jund Lurrus. Well, at least we have Lightning Bolt for Lurrus. Not good value, but we can do it. It's one of these games, huh? Okay, so we'll throw the bolt away. We'll take damage and play a Trickster, and if we draw a land, I'll just slam Master of Waves and hope it's good. No, we don't get to slam Master of Waves. I probably missed out on some damage. I should play Lord of Atlantis there. Whatever. So if my opponent plays Tarmogoyf, I'm not going to be happy to use up my Trickster like this. Reduke says he doesn't like Assassin's Trophy and Jund. It was like the worst. Yeah, cards like this. Well, it's not great. Lightning Bolt, kill this. Sure, whatever. So I'll bolt the Bloodbraid Elf. Play Trickster, hope that we top deck land. No land. Alright. Cast these things. Lord of Atlantis. Can't. You know, we had such awkward mana problems this entire league so far. I know Ether Vial is still, like, pretty important to the deck, but this is just awkward. Alright, Inquisition. Pick and choose what you want. I think Jund is more about the well, 1-for-1s and 2-for-1s these days. Like, there's a little bit more. Like, Bloodbraid Elf is a 2-for-1. Kolaghan's Command is a 2-for-1. Ideally, Liliana the Veil is a 2-for-1. If they burn a Fatal Push like that, then they have to have something for Master of Waves, right? Or maybe not. Unfortunately, all their mana is good. I guess I'll attack the green mana? Oh, great. I just drew the land. Okay, I'll just pass. Ideally, if they attack, I'll want to bounce it. I'll bounce their Tarmogoyf. If they don't want to attack, that's fine. We'll play Master of Waves next turn. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to play the Master of Waves. They have one card left? If I play Master of Waves, I'll get 3 tokens. I can block 2. Or I can play... You know what? I'm gonna try to... I'm just gonna try to get more of these. I can take another 5. But then they can just kill the creature. Okay, I'll play the Master of Waves. One of my favorite was Jacob Wilson on Pod versus a twin player. Well, that sucked. They just took my Harbinger of the Tides. Was that a wise move? That's a very aggressive attack. Hold on, can I even just take it? I have 4. This is like lethal. I'll just take the damage. I have lethal on the... Yeah, I have 12. I have 13 on board. Not a wise attack. Well, my opponent... I mean, what can we say about our opponent? You see, this could be considered a deck that's complicated. Our opponent didn't know the ideas with Assassin's Trophy, with Fatal Push. Like, they, didn't they see my hand? Yeah, they Inquisitioned, saw Master of Waves, and wasted their Fatal Push when really they should be holding it up for Master of Waves. You know, this Jund is like an incredibly good example of a deck that could be considered complicated if you do not know any of the ideas to any of the removal spells against your opponent's cards. Okay, but finally, we finally found a matchup where Blood Moon is going to be half decent. Relic is going to be decent. We'll take out... Well, we need to have some Vials in the deck. Take out Mutavault. This is not expected to be good. Or, nah, we'll just keep it. Real Scions should be good. Well, damn it, I gotta take something out. You know what? Bolt is probably not good. Bolt's gonna be really, really hard to use. Yeah, when in doubt, Jund them out. Our opponent mulligan, that's good. What Cactus so Vishmuk? And by the way, if you're gonna highlight something, you should highlight the whole thing, or write the whole message. Where does Pony come from? Poland. I was taught by the Polish spike players. I asked them, in poker there are donkeys, in chess there are patzers. What on earth do you call a what do you call magic players? And then they said ponies. And I looked around the room at people like gagaing over like the mythic rare that they just opened. I'm like, you're right, there are ponies. I actually got it from Poland, from the Polish competitive crowd. And since then, I've loved it. Yeah, I love that explanation. And look at this, Inquisition of Kozilek. They took my Lightning Bolt. Like, why would they care? Why would they care about Lightning Bolt? Lightning Bolt doesn't kill anything except, I don't know, Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, they might have it for Plague Engineer. All right. We're still short of land for that, but you know what? That's a fair assessment, Pearl MTG. Let's see if they have Plague Engineer. That it would be very fair. Oh, you kill my lord. Oh no. Hey, there's some devotion here between Royal Scions and this thing. This Ren and 6 is not getting a whole lot of value. I'll play the Royal Scions. Might as well. These are all valuable cards. I'm going to discard this. Maybe we're going to ultimate the Royal Scions. We're going to draw 4 cards, then deal damage to... And then deal lethal damage to this Wrenn and 6 or something. Alright, finally. Our opponent has found the land. Necessary. If I was rich enough, I'd buy all the Plague Engineers and burn them. But then they would just reprint them. Engineered explosives on 3. This is hilarious. What does the world come to now? EE on 3. I might attack this Wrenn and 6 for a little bit. Or maybe not. I could just attack my opponent. Oh no, we can't do it yet because we need to get this. We need this explosives off the board. That's interesting. And that also means we also need like, okay, there's a lot of things we need. Okay, this is interesting. This is definitely interesting. Let's, we can also make this bigger, right? I think we have everything that we want in hand for the most part. First strike and trample? Do we want to trample this thing? I need to make sure that this is not going to ultimate, that's for sure. I need more time. This is funny. This is very funny. Secret lair, Plague Engineer coming. Okay, let's hope that they find a non-basic. Oh my god. Magus, you know, we waited all day for this, people. We waited all day for this. Pop! Goes the weasel. Let's see if we can lure out a bolt. So we'll attack the plague. We'll attack Wrenn and 6. I don't even know if that's necessary. All right. Do you have Fatal Push? I guess not. Here we go. Izzet Merfolk? Oh! Boom! They were like, why are we running red? This is why. We can still cast cards. No! Damn it. They ruined our fun immediately. Just snap ruined the fun. Alright. Let's get back to, like, business. Whatever. And they do have the Plague Engineer. And I used up my Merfolk Trickster, too. So now we need Lords. Oh, we're back. We're back in... Oh, but they can crack the Wooded Foothills. Fuck. What do we do here? How do we even get rid of this thing? Okay, hold on. I gotta play the fetch. Let's get our island. Okay, play our second Magus and hope that it just snap resolves. Oh, they held priority, damn it. They're gonna look for something. So they can look for a forest? You aren't playing an X1 into Plague Engineer anyway. So we can attack into this thing. Oh no! They can snipe off our Merfolk Trickster. We can snipe off everything, frankly. Well, we can kill the Wrenn and 6, because I don't think they want to block with their Plague Engineer. If they do. Our decisions keep getting more awkward. Okay, we'll attack the Wrenn and 6. Okay, now we play Mass with the Pearl Trident. And then hopefully everything in the future is going to be protected. Another Ren and 6. You gotta be kidding me. Well, we can kill that Ren and 6 too. That is interesting. Well, I guess I'm still going to attack the Ren and 6. This is a bizarre game. They've chosen to block. They want to unlock their cards. But they also unlocked our Mutavaults. Okay, please draw me a land. Just slam this Master of Waves on the battlefield. If not, we'll Violent a Trickster. Oh, you gotta be... Ugh. Okay, okay, we'll play the Ether Violent Pass. All things considered, I think we were in good shape. Like, I don't think they have any good lands right now to fetch, right? They don't have anything that draws cards. Okay, there's Scavenging Ooze. That will be a problem. There's a lot of creatures to eat, so it's going to be a pretty big creature. Yeah, you kill it. What's the Tidebinder count at? Definitely 4 for 4. What are you doing, Chubby Meatball? It's raining out. I'm actually going to open the window, even though this league is at the end of its ropes. And look at that. They did this all at their main phase. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, what am I hoping for? I don't know, really. Every draw sucks. Blood Moon. That's not bad. You know what? I will absolutely take that. Okay, hopefully there's no, what's it called, Fatal Push here. The Hungry Ooze. There is a buffet for this ooze. A smorgasbord. Okay, no Fatal Push. Sweet. I think we're gonna get this. Unless our opponent gets an amazing top deck. Or they have like another... Well, if they have another Ren and 6, I don't care. Oh, come on. Well, they didn't make me lose life. 7-8 Tarmogoyf. Well, one of these things were top deck this turn. Now I have no idea what I want. Because we can't do anything. Okay, Harbinger of the Tides. I'll take it. Anything that adds the devotion count to the battlefield is good. You know what? This is a mistake. I keep making this mistake. I should leave a Mutavault untapped so that if my opponent plays Assassin's Trophy on my Master of Waves, I have the ability to block with one of those cards. I keep doing that. Master, what are you doing? Chubby Meatball. Oh, there's some bug. There's a bug in here. Let's see if our opponent's going to do that same thing that they did in game 1, where they, like, just attacked with everything. We could do, like, a chump block and then swing back for a lot more damage. Like, we're swinging for a lot of damage here. Okay, now I want Spreading Seas. Well, I wanted that before. Okay, so we can attack for... Okay, they're at a virtual... Is there any more creatures left? That's a good creature. Good question. Are there any creatures left? Plague Engineer. They can gain 1 more life. Okay, so at a virtual 18, if they block the 2 largest creatures, this is 10, 15, 18 damage. We have lethal here. But it's so high risk. These are the 2 largest creatures as 4/4s. Block, block, take 10, 18 damage. If they have nothing in hand, we win. If they have something in hand, we lose. Pass the turn. I'm just going to pass. I'm going to Violin Harbinger and attack with everything except Master of Waves. I think that's a better... I think that gives me a better chance of whatever than this. I don't think I'm in that much danger. Okay, they bolt this thing, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. So they can gain 2 more life now. Oh, that sucks. So maybe they had the Inquisition in their hand last turn. We did have lethal. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You wanna do anything? Why would you do that? Oh, because I have to block. Okay, I chump. But now, do I have lethal? Still have... You're at 19? No, I don't have lethal. I don't know what I need. I will gladly take a Master of Waves here. Or even a Lightning Bolt. Ooh, interesting. But they have all the mana. They have all the mana they could possibly want. Henry Denry, I'm doing fine. I'm wondering, do we attack with like a Mutavault? Okay, this could be a situation where we just start going wide with a lot of cards. Because I should just leave maybe 3 blockers, attack with all my Mutavaults. I'll attack with everything that cannot get eaten up by a Scavenging Ooze. Block, take 7, go to 11, and then I can potentially go wide for victory next turn. Alright, this is called going wide. And like, if we lose the Mutavaults, then I have some incentive to play the Blood Moon. I should play Kranko in this build? I don't think so. If you could attack with 1 more token, right? You don't need to block. Oh yeah, you know what? That's right. I could attack with 1 more token. Because Tarmogoyf is not actually... Well, there's a lot of things that can kill me. Seal of Fire, Kolaghan's Command, etc. That's a great draw. Alright, let's give it to our opponent. Hopefully this is just enough. And this is lethal by itself. Right, this is 10. 10, 12, pass priority. Oh, thank you very much, Henry Denry, for subscribing. Thanks for joining the wave! Oh no! Why don't you just hit this one? So... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't think this is enough. I'm gonna lose the board. No, I don't have it because I'm only dealing 11 damage, and now they can use the ooze to like eat up the Harbinger, go to 12. Okay, hold on. It's still not over yet because I'll have 2 creatures left in play. Oh yeah, they have the Plague Engineer too. Forgot about that. So they go down to 2. They attack with both these creatures. I have to chump block with Lord of Atlantis. They can eat the... it's not over, but it's not good. I need to top deck a Lord. And I need my opponent to attack. Oh, actually, this is over. They can just attack with the Scavenging Ooze. What a lucky top deck. Kira is good. I would say his Monastery Siege is not good. They don't do anything. That's very interesting. Come on, Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas will do it. Spreading Seas will help. Oh! Our opponent's about to get punished. What do we want to do here? Let's hit the Black Source. Because we have, like, Blood Moon for all these other cards. Well, I'm just going for it, by the way, people. I'm just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. It's this or bust. I mean, I can't wait another turn. Did you draw a millionth removal spell? I don't think they did. I don't think they did! Oh, we got a really bad 3-2. That is just a greasy 3-2. Oh, that was terrible. It was the worst 3-2 of my life. But you know what? I'm going to take it. Alright, let's go back to the deck. Let's get back to this deck. Royal Scion sucked. I don't think this is worth it in the deck. I don't think it was high impact enough, even in this archetype. Maybe it's better without Aether Vial. If I can curve directly into the Royal Scions, throw it onto the battlefield, and that's it, then it would be good. We did not see much play out of Magus of the Moon or Blood Moon, and maybe the metagame's not going to be for it, because any deck weak to these cards are just going to like get wiped off the metagame. No, Gil's to pay the bills. We only went 3-2. It was a really terrible 3-2 too, as well, because we barely beat Burn. We barely beat it, and we barely beat that Jund deck. What was good? Not Harbinger. Probably Tidebinder Mage has to be here. In the future, we're definitely going to see some play out of this mono blue deck, and probably instead of Harbinger, I'll have Tidebinder Mage in the main deck. But Izzet Merfolk? The Lightning Bolt was okay. The Lightning Bolt, it was fine. You know what? It wasn't bad. Courtesy SLC, Magic Invitational is resurrected for a post-COVID 2021 summer. After a grueling 2-day event, Jonathan Zaczek takes first place with his tried-and-true mono blue Merfolk with a clutch Spreading Seas. In addition to prize wall, he is awarded the honor of creating a card in his likeness. What is that card? And more importantly, what is the pose? Oh, I don't know what the pose would be. Yeah, what is my pose for a card? I've posed so much in front of the camera, but I'm not sure. Maybe something with my like eyebrow going up, but I'll have to think about it. I don't know what the card would be, because I'm a human, right? So my invitational card is like human, but I have to somehow help Merfolk. Yeah, the Nikachu news face. I know the Nikachu news face. It's like, it's basically always sort of looking at people in a slant. Where's my papers? I need some random papers in my hand. Here, this is I need some random papers in my hand. Destroy target news or something. Destroy target information on a card. That's what the card is. Tap, destroy target information. So basically, like, target card loses all abilities until end of turn. So getting back to the deck tech. If the moon effects aren't good, I don't know if this is good. It has to come back into position though, right? It has to. Like at some point, Blood Moon is going to be well positioned, like it has been before. Like some amulet will be the flavor, but it seems like more of a metagame call than like the default version of Merfolk that we would have to gravitate to. I would definitely play something like mono blue by default. Especially since, like, I was curious about the Simic list, but unfortunately, it got outvoted today. Got outvoted by the Izzet Merfolk. But anyway, for anyone watching live, you're gonna get to raid someone soon, but that's gonna be our league for today. I'm gonna thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon, and also the subscribers subscribing on Twitch. And we're also gonna thank our sponsor, themanabase.com and Card Hoarder. This has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, playing Izzet Merfolk in Modern.